Hello YouTube. So Happy New Year. I know I didn't make a video for like 2 weeks, just before Christmas. I think I made my last one. But 2 days ago was my 6 months on testosterone. So this is just going to be a quick 6 months video, really. What can I say? Like 6 months, it seems to have flown past. I know I've watched so many videos and people are just like, oh my god, I can't believe it's 6 months. And it is scary how fast 6 months has gone. Um, I remember being pretty like yesterday, so it is a bit crazy. But 6 months is 6 months. I'm doing well. Uh, I'm loving the changes that I've had so far. Um, and I'm just couldn't be happier right now, to be honest. Um, I'm saving for top surgery, and that's going well. I'm like halfway there, maybe. Well, maybe not halfway, but probably about a third of the way there. Um, which I'm pleased about. I can't complain. Um, yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick rundown of all the changes I've had over the past 6 months. Just so you can sort of, I don't know, have a look, I suppose. um, so way back earlier on, it was a case of hair growth, mainly my legs. I had pretty hairy legs anyway, but the hair growth has increased towards the tops of my calves. The backs of my calves have got hairier. My knees, and the main difference on my legs is my thighs. Previously, I had practically no hair on my thighs at all. Now it's quite visible, which I'm pleased about. Um, my stomach has got hairy. That didn't come until sort of 3.5, 4 months, that sort of time onwards, I think. Um, that's when I, first started noticing significant changes in the hair amount on my stomach. Um, what else? My arms, I've noticed over the past month, the hair on my arms is getting longer. It's also getting slightly darker, so that's cool because my arms look really scrawny anyway. So anything to bulk them out would be cool. Um, and then facial hair is coming in well. It's not quite visible, but I'm definitely getting a moustache line. My sideburns are all blonde, but they're coming in. I can feel it. Um, Also, my chin is getting, and like my jawline is getting hairy. But again, it's all blonde. You can't really see it, but it's definitely there. Um, as for like back hair and chest hair and bum hair, um, no signs of any. I'm kind of glad about. I'm not, not looking to be overly hairy, but I guess you get given what you get. Um, so yeah. This is my voice. 6 months on T. It's dropped significantly, I think. Um, very happy with how I'm sounding. I think it's continuing to drop. Every now and again, I get a little bit of a squeak or whatever, but it's pretty steady. There's not like obvious voice breaking going on anymore, which I'm quite glad about because it's a little bit embarrassing. Um, I definitely think my facial structure has changed. I think my face looks more masculine. I don't think there's a whole lot of physical change that's happened, but just my general appearance seems to be more masculine. But then that could be to do with my hair. I think I had longer hair when I first started tea. I'm gonna have to look back at my videos because I have no idea what I've said in previous videos. Um, but I've had haircuts and stuff. I think that's also helped towards my sort of general appearance. As for body structure changes, I think my shoulders are broadening. So does Sarah. She thinks that I'm looking a lot broader across the top, especially on my back. Um, so that's cool. Also getting a lot more definition in my. I don't know what the muscles are, so sorry to anyone that does. Um, so my shoulders and the back of my neck is getting a lot more definition, which I'm pleased about. My arms, although I'm still really scrawny, it's more definition yet again in my muscles. Um, Also around my waist, Sarah has said how my torso area is getting a more V shape to it, sort of broader on top and then coming in towards my waist. Um, and I'm sure my hips are, or the fat is redistributing upwards or whatever it does. Um, but I don't, I'm not as curvy as I was before, which is a relief because I had, quite substantial curves as it were. They're still there, but it appears to be, you know, getting more straight, I suppose. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I've noticed? I think they're the most obvious changes. I think my 4.5 months it was before my period stopped. But it's okay. I've lived with it for quite a few years. Although it pissed me off, it's stopped now, so I'm very happy about that. No signs of it, at all. So that's definitely a good thing. My sex drive before T was pretty much in the ground. And then from sort of pretty much day one, day two, it sort of went through the roof a little bit, and it's still pretty high. It's a lot more, not manageable, I suppose, but I'm used to it a lot more now. As you can imagine, sort of going from zero sex drive to thinking about it 24/7 is quite a difference. So I'm a lot more used to it now, although I still think of sex constantly. It's not as noticeable, sort of, maybe. Yeah. Um, as for emotions, um, I never really cried much before. I wasn't, big on crying or anything like that. Um, I just kind of, it was only things like funerals or particularly sad occasions where I used to cry. I didn't cry if I got, wound up or anything like that. Um, but now I find pretty, if I got aggravated, I could feel myself um, getting worked up, but managing to control it a lot better than I do 6 months on T. If I get aggravated now, I do get very angry. I don't lash out. I don't, I'm not violent to anyone, but I can feel myself getting a lot more agitated to the point where I do have to just walk away from a situation, or I feel like I will lose my temper and lash out. Um, that's another thing I'm having to deal with. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's different. So it does take, time to get used to it. Um, just trying to think what else. Yeah, along the lines of crying, there's been a couple of occasions where I've felt quite upset over certain situations that I've experienced over the past 6 months. Um, and situations where pre-T I wouldn't have cried, but sort of once being on T, I felt like I could cry, but I physically couldn't. Mentally, I felt like, I was that angry or that wound up that I just wanted to cry. But physically, my body wouldn't let me, which is also quite frustrating. But, one of those things. As for, I think that's about it really. I don't think there's a whole lot of other changes that I've missed off. But it can't be anything major, I don't think. yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope everyone had a great holiday season. I don't particularly like Christmas, as previously mentioned, but it's not been terrible. Uh, yeah, just really enjoyed time off work, seeing Sarah loads and just chilling out. It's been nice. So I hope everyone's doing all right, and I hope everyone had a wicked season, or holiday season, and I hope everyone's healthy and doing well. So yeah, uh, cheers for watching, guys. It's been a good 6 months, and you know, I hope you continue to watch my videos as I change even further. So I just want to say again, thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to the people that message me and comment on my videos. I love hearing from you guys. So you know, even if you just want to say, "Hey man, what's up?" then go for it. You know, like I love talking to people. So um, as I said, I hope everyone's all right, and I'll probably make another video come 7 months maybe, or unless something else comes up sooner. So, cheers for watching, guys. Take care and be safe. Hey guys, I just missed off a little something that I just wanted to put in. I was just gonna add some photos of face shots that I've been taking. Some pretty ones, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, that sort of thing. So, here they are.